Hello and welcome to the United Stand. Manchester United have beaten Southampton 1-0. And looking at some of the comments in the live comments that are going up along there, I can see people saying that's not Manchester United, boring, parking the bus. I tell you what, that is music to my ears personally, because this is exactly the sort of result I wanted to see us do. Beating teams 4-0, whatever, and that, it's great. It's very entertaining and it gets us all buzzing. But grinding a result out like that is actually what title contenders do. And I think today we took a big step towards being a title contender. It's always been about how, you know, we finished 6th last season. 6th to 2nd, 6th to 3rd is a big step. And it's always about how far are we going to go from 6th? Are we genuine title contenders? Are we just going to be comfortably top 3, top 4? And I think United are now getting into this. I mean, the clean sheet is absolutely brilliant. That clean sheet today is better than the Lukaku goal. You need the Lukaku goal to get the 3 points. But another clean sheet is becoming as consistent as wins for Manchester United. And they are all ticks in the box of can this side battle for the title? And at the moment, with the absence of Pogba as well, which I think is something we need to address, because we weren't good today. Let's not pretend about it. That chances were slim on the ground. The best chance of the game went to Lukaku and he scored it. Apart from that, for either side, not a lot of chances there. My man of the match is probably going to really surprise people, but we'll come to that in a minute. But don't be negative. It's a Saturday. You've got Saturday night ahead of you. Match of the day can have it. And we're still top of the league. Of course, Man City have got a better goal difference. They were always going to beat Crystal Palace comfortably. But we weren't always going to go to Southampton and win. Southampton are a far better side than their league position portrays. They don't score many, but they don't concede many either. And 1-0 is actually probably not a surprising result when you look at the form of Southampton. So very, very, very... I mean, 3 points is massive. I'm annoyed. Still annoyed. I cannot move past that Stoke draw because, surprise, surprise, Chelsea go to Stoke and they batter them 3-0. I said after the Stoke game, decent sides will go to Stoke and beat them. They're not a good side. But Mark Hughes gets them up because it's his cup final against United and we drop 2 points. But today, we played a better team. Southampton are better than Stoke and we beat them 1-0. And we beat them fair and square. The second half was abysmal. We did park the bus. It was a game of how many defenders Mourinho could get on. But did Southampton have a clear-cut chance? No. Did we stop them scoring? Yes. Was it a dull game? Yes, it was. Did we have to grind it out? Yes. But actually, we've shown today that we can do that. Can Manchester City do that? I don't think they can. I think City have got to be able to attack every single game because they won't be able to defend it. Whereas United have shown, yeah, we can attack and we can beat somebody really well. But also, we can grind a result out. And it was a very, very good result. I don't disagree with the people who are a little bit disappointed and a little bit frustrated. But I disagree with people who say we were lucky. I don't think we were lucky today. I think we were poor. I think Mourinho showed Southampton way too much respect, which I'll come to in a minute. But let's stick with the positives. So my man of the match today, Phil Jones. Pure and simple, Phil Jones. A lot of people were saying it during the watch along and a few people have said it there. And James Murray says Jones is definitely man of the match. I am 100% happy to give it to Phil Jones and give him a massive shout out. I think he's already got the world's biggest nosebleed because he's hitting heights he's never done before. How is he not injured? I mean, I think up until last season, his longest run of games was 6. He's gone way beyond that. And the thing about Phil Jones is that there is a cycle of Phil Jones. We all laugh about it. He has a handful of good games. Everyone thinks he can be good. Then he makes a mistake, Stoke, and he's done this all his career. Then he gets injured. And then the cycle will start back when he comes back again. At the moment, he's breaking the cycle. He's made the mistake against Stoke. He's not got injured, and he's had a good couple of games after it. Everybody's always, look, Phil Jones gets a lot of stick, Calamity Jones, always injured. Very fair comments. Don't feel bad if you've ever said that about Phil Jones because he does make silly mistakes. He does get injured. But at the moment, he's playing very, very well. And I think everybody, in fairness, has always said, if Phil Jones could stay fit for a whole season, he's a good centre-back. Phil Jones, when we bought him, was the closest thing to John Terry in English football. Phil Jones at the moment is the closest thing to a John Terry in English football. There isn't John Terry's basically retired now, but that sort of all-action midfielder puts his body on the line, and I think that's why Mourinho really, really likes him. The concern with Jones is the mistakes and the injuries, and if he can get rid of those, then, albeit, I mean, I'm going to be honest, in the context of this game, man of the match, happy to give it him. Do I think he'll still be fit in a month? Do I think he won't make any more mistakes? No, I'm not going to go any further than that. But man of the match today was fantastic. Eric Bailly, I love Eric Bailly, but actually there's something about him in the last few games that's missing. Concentration, I don't know what it is, but Jones was very good today and made countless defensive interceptions. Really, really good performance. But it was a defensive display. The defence saved us today. As Lynn Hall said, the attack, you know, again, as you go through the team, De Gea was very good. There was one bit De Gea made look very, very good and wasn't easy. A cross came in. There's a Southampton player on the back post to head it home. And De Gea just sort of did a basketball thing one-handed and took it out the air. Made it look very easy, but very intelligent to see it as well. So De Gea played well. Jones, obviously man of the match. Ashley Young, an assist again, played really well. Valencia is consistent best. Bailly was okay, but I think he can do better. Matic, again, very, very good. Fellaini played well. But defensively, we had to be good. So nobody there played badly. Mata was okay, but had to come off after an hour for Herrera to come on to bulk up the midfield. I'd have took Mkhitaryan off, because on the subject of Mkhitaryan, a lot of people are on about this now, and I agree with it. Mkhitaryan, apart from the last 10 minutes where he's stat padding, he's not doing enough in the first hour of a game. His decision making's not great. He gets knocked off the ball a lot. But Mourinho's got a lot of faith in him. But how against the big teams, I just think Mkhitaryan needs to turn up more. Like today, he needed to turn up more. Lukaku, you can't fault Lukaku. He scores a goal and works hard for the rest of the game, living off scraps. Rashford was poor. And Rashford comes into the Martial argument, because I heard a few people saying, how does Martial not get on the pitch today? He was on another planet on Wednesday night. How does he not get a minute on the pitch today? All I will say is this. I'm not convinced that Mourinho really likes Martial. And I think the evidence is out there. I can't tell you why Martial didn't get on the pitch today. What I can tell you is, today it worked. We got a clean sheet. We got 3 points. Let's leave it and let's move on. I'm not going to start stressing and going, hashtag Martial in. Mourinho hates Martial. Martial's going to end up leaving. Because Martial is our best player. Flair player, hands down, he is our best player. He can be anything he wants to be. And of course, Martial should have come on today. But if Mourinho really doesn't like Martial, and I'm not convinced that he doesn't, Mourinho will lose. Because that worked today, but against a better side, and I think Southampton struggled to score goals. If you try and park the bus like we did today against City or someone like that, we will lose those games. I felt in the second half, Southampton struggled to score goals. The defensive action worked, but actually, I think we showed Southampton too much respect. There was a lot of space in the final third, and if we could have just got the ball out quick enough to the attack, I think we could have hit him on the break and got the second goal and killed the game. I don't really understand why we sat back against Southampton when Southampton struggled to score goals. I think there was a lot of space there. We just gave it all up, and we just got loads of defenders on. And to be honest, I think Marcus Rashford was very lucky to play 90 minutes today, because it was a poor performance. He works hard, and I love Marcus Rashford. I think he's a great talent, but he hasn't played well in the last 2 games as a left winger. I think he stays on the pitch because he works hard defensively, but offensively he was very poor. I would like to have seen Martial come on today, but I'm not going to moan about it. I'm not even going to stress about it. If Mourinho long-term plan doesn't want to use Martial, then Mourinho's going to lose out, because Martial is better than Rashford. Martial is better than Lingard. Martial's our best attacking talent, and if he doesn't want to use him, then in future games against better opposition, we will get found out. But it's all about today. Massive 3 points. Absolutely ecstatic with it. Don't feel it was lucky, because it wasn't lucky. We ground it out and we got a result that we deserved. And actually, results like today are far more important than, you know, blitzing Everton in the last 10 minutes, 4-0. Mickey should not start next game, says MA. We won't make top 4 playing like that, says Dave B. Well, we're top at the moment. We're not a balanced squad, says Andrew Thompson. And Nigel Jones, people bigging up Martial because he beat up a pub team midweek. I think that's one of the most ridiculous comments I've ever made, ever seen. You can only beat what's in front of you. You know, Martial's been doing it all season in the limited amount of time he's got. He's not, you know, he played 90 minutes on Wednesday and he was fantastic, but he's come on in every other game and been fantastic. Martial's not just had one game against Burton, so sit down or actually watch what United have done this season, because Martial has been fantastic in every cameo he's done against every team. Martial, you know, Martial's our best flair player. That's from me, a Manchester United fan. He is. End of. If Mourinho doesn't want to use him, then Mourinho will lose out. But today he didn't. It worked. There can be no criticism. It worked. And I'm very happy with it. Very happy, because I know we fall into this trap, and I think it's right to be optimistic. But when I looked at Everton and Southampton with no Pogba, I thought, you know, Everton are a better team than they look, and Southampton are definitely a better team than they look. They don't concede many goals. They don't score many, but they don't concede many. They're a good side, Southampton, and we've taken 6 points from those 2 games. We miss Pogba massively. Whatever you think about Fellaini, I think if Herrera was playing like he did last year, it would be Herrera and Matic, because Herrera's better than Fellaini in that position, and Pogba is infinitely better than Fellaini and Herrera. So you drop Pogba into that team today with Matic, and United's team goes up from 7 out of 10 to 9 out of 10 straight away, because Pogba's that good. So we're doing this without our most iconic and best midfielder at the moment. So Crystal Palace at home next week. I know we've got Moscow in the week, but Crystal Palace at Old Trafford next week. If we don't win that, there's a problem. So we win that, and no matter how many goals City score against Chelsea, we'll be joint top into the second international break. If we would offer that, if you were offered that in the summer, you'd have bit the hand off. And that's the position we've afforded ourselves now if we beat Palace at home next week. So lots to be positive about. I accept the criticism. I accept the concerns around a few players and a few players not playing. But it's always best to be dealing with issues from a position of strength. And we're in a very strong position tonight. We're back tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm shouting because we're back tonight at 8 o'clock. It's a Skype show. We do this after every game now. 8 o'clock tonight. We open up the Skype. You call in. Give us your thoughts. Whether it's Martial, Fellaini, Phil Jones, Rashford's performance, Lukaku another goal, United, Mourinho, whatever you want to get off your chest, 8 o'clock tonight, Skype in straight away from 8 o'clock and give us your thoughts. Really looking forward to it. Join us tonight at 8 o'clock. Drop a like on the video, get commenting below. Skype tonight at 8 o'clock. It's Skype Goldbridge, all one word, live from 8 o'clock. And if you are new, you found a great community, click that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner, the icon, and join in with the United Stand. We're back tonight at 8 o'clock. I can't wait to see what you lot are going to say about today and what things are the burning issues for you. Your show tonight at 8. See you soon.